Hey folks, welcome to the Sports Scientist Podcast. I forgot who I am and what's going on.
Hello, welcome to the Sports Scientist Podcast. To my immediate right is your host, Dr. Mike Israel, PhD in yarmulkes. To my immediate left is Dr. James Hoffman. I could build your house, I could barbecue for you, I fix your car, whatever you want. And your guest over here, Dr. Charlie Jung. He's not the doctor yet. He's only 5. That's it, boys and girls.
Who the fuck are you?
Oh, right. I'm Dr. Marcos Rodriguez.
Everybody a doctor
PhD
today.
in Ebonics and bro science.
Excellent. Excellent. Very fruitful fields of studies. Folks, Charlie Jung is here today with us, throwing up a peace sign. Ain't no peace in this motherfucking podcast. Oh, shit. Oh, damn.
Yo, my man, chill, dog. That shit ain't funny where I'm from. Just kidding.
This got real hood real fast.
Sorry.
Woosah.
I went to so many years of therapy for that.
For sure.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, well. Folks, today, per our request, you asked us a whole shitload of Ask Charlie questions.
Is
That's
it
good.
from Instagram again?
It's again
God
from Instagram.
damn it.
So,
The worst.
You know, when you first invited me to this podcast, I thought this would be a good idea for my career, but
what career,
Clearly not.
motherfucker?
this is the dumbest shit I've ever done.
You could make it intellectual. How about no. Fuck this podcast. Marcos, you ask Charlie the fucking intellectual ass questions you want to ask these motherfuckers.
Charlie, how much wood can a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck?
Somebody
chuck?
actually, no, pause.
What?
Stop.
When we had Stevie P on, somebody actually asked that on Instagram to Stevie P.
This is why.
Dude, I felt bad
That's why
for
we can't have
Steve.
nice things.
Because I think Steve, he kind of gave me the vibe like he was like kind of unsure about if we were going to be like grilling him on scientific training. And I was like, man, this is just going to be stupid. And sure enough, it was stupider than I thought. It was just
Same.
like, would you like to fuck goats?
That was a question.
I hope someone asked me that.
Nope.
Sorry, dog. You get spring roll or egg roll questions. I
Eat
don't know.
dogs?
Wow, that's racist.
That's
Charlie.
racist. Charlie, have some goddamn sense. On that note, our first question. If Samsung made a workout of
Jesus.
the day, what would it entail? This is from Instagram, folks. Don't crucify
This is a real
me.
question.
Real question.
I guess screwing in a screw, 5 reps. Soldering for 10 reps. Repeat about 100 times. And then a little 5-year-old Korean boy will hand you a Samsung S9. Right?
That is a
Oh
workout
wait,
that is
I thought
practiced.
you meant Samsung, like the biblical character.
No.
Samsung.
No, Samsung. Wouldn't it be funny if I said
Shit.
Samsung and you misheard it? You're like, oh shit, I really am that Korean.
Fuck.
That's how you know you're really Korean.
This is going to be a great episode, huh?
Oh yeah.
I love you, Charlie, so much.
Next question. Burgosity.
Burgosity?
This is actually kind of adorable. Says, so when I posted this, I said you had a raw squat of 800 pounds.
I don't wear condoms when I'm squatting.
No. So Burgosity goes, please explain raw squat. I'm older and just getting into weightlifting and working out. Also, any advice for a 39-year-old beginner? Be like, I'll say it first and you guys can take it. I'll throw it to the hyenas. Burgosity, you don't want advice on this podcast about anything at all. Please continue, gentlemen. Charlie, what is raw squat?
I guess vegan squat? Is that what it is?
No, come on, Charlie. Answer the fucking question, bro.
Or are you
Like
being
a raw-
serious
like a
now?
raw-
This
raw
is a
food
professional
squat.
podcast.
Yeah, raw food squat, right?
Oh, God.
This is a professional podcast. People
Sorry,
are here
sorry,
to learn.
sorry.
I'm losing followers fast. I need you to pick that shit up.
You don't have any followers.
Bro, my brother's on there.
That's true.
So, like, he's talking about my squat, the 800? Oh, that's
I think he just wants to know what raw means.
raw? I guess just sleeves, maybe a belt.
No briefs, no suit.
Yeah, no wraps.
Raps
No rap.
count as raw in my
Do they?
book. Uh-huh.
They do, but then
That came up during an equipped era.
yeah. So like whenever I compete with wraps, but I always say raw with wraps.
Okay.
'Cause I don't want people to get the idea that I did that squat.
It's like woman with child. Raw with raps.
There you go.
Does that turn you on, Marcos?
Nah, I ain't about that life.
So what was the other?
But Charlie, so just for the same guy or other listeners out there, how much would a suit add to your squat, or how much would all these other accessories add to your squat?
Keep in mind that you're really unathletic and probably wouldn't be able to figure out a suit.
Right.
There
You
you
probably
go.
shouldn't be doing any of that stuff, period. But for you, in your case.
So I guess if completely raw squat, reps for me at about 100 pounds.
Holy balls.
Yeah, maybe more. Average, I would say 50, 75 pounds. Right, you'd think, for reps.
sounds
Single
about
ply suit, another 150
Holy
or so.
shit.
And then, like, nowadays, the single ply suits are crazy.
They're like better than the double ply suits of a year,
Oh, yeah.
yesteryear.
And then a double ply suit with wraps,
It's 300.
briefs, 300. Yeah, I'll probably, if I trained in it, squat 1,000, no problem.
Oh,
So
for sure.
what are you doing here, bro? You should be training with like a fucking
You should be
insert,
destroying your life.
insert triple denim fucking...
Triple denim.
I got too many enemies in the SPF, apparently.
That's true. Yeah, you do have a lot of enemies.
I heard your neighbor is one.
Oh,
I
yeah.
saw a video of them
That is
knocking over
actually a
your garbage
question.
cans
That
and
is
shit.
a question later.
Oh, really?
Why don't you tell us that story?
Which one?
The one of your
Which
neighbor
time?
taking over the fucking trash.
Let's
That
do the
crazy bitch.
Trash can
No,
one.
other neighbor.
Which
Trash
one?
can.
the
trash
video you
can.
just posted on Facebook.
Oh,
Yeah.
that guy. So this guy comes. I mean, so first of all, my roommate hears a big crash outside. He's like, "What was that?" I'm like, "I don't know. I'll go check it out." So I open the door, and 2 of our trash cans are on the ground on the sidewalk, trash everywhere. And I look up, and the guy opens his door to an SUV, and he looks at me, goes like, it was touching my door." I'm like, "What? Are you serious?" And then so we go through this whole back and forth about like, he's like, "Yes, like you guys must be fucking with me because I found the trash cans on my door and I moved them aside." And I'm like, "You didn't move them aside, you knocked them over. And there's trash everywhere." I'm like, "Pick it up." Oh, fuck. He's like, "Fine." So he starts picking it up, and then we kind of just like go on our way after that. I'm like, "All right, man, no need to do the shit like that again." So he moves on, and
Can I just interrupt real quick? So in Philadelphia, it's New York style, where you're supposed to put your trash on the curb.
You're
it's not
supposed
like a
to.
weird thing. You're supposed to put it out there, and that means if your trash is on the curb, some cars inevitably butt up against the trash
Yeah.
cans. It's just the way it is. It's not weird. It's just how it is.
So like, basically his story was that he was pissed that the trash cans were touching his car, so he knocked him over. I'm like, okay, I call bullshit on that. I don't think anyone in my house would do that. Like, put a trash can against the car. We installed a security system, a surveillance
Little
system.
did he know Charlie
week
was
ago.
watching him.
So we go inside, and me and my roommate check the tape, and the trash can was a whole foot away from his car,
it
as you'll
was
see
not
in the
even-
video.
it was
Hopefully,
not
we can
even close.
post it to this.
and
He opens his door,
hits it.
he hits it. He's like, what can I do here? A sane person would maybe just shift it another couple inches. Let me kick it.
That's awesome.
And yeah, that's
And he knocks it over. I mean, like, you see he hits
That
it, and he
shit,
has
yo,
that
he
moment.
did that shit with
There's
some
trash
Gran
everywhere.
Torino
Yeah.
hate,
Yeah.
if you know what I'm saying. He was like,
you can
all right.
see he's kind of like
Wow.
he's kind of perturbed by the trash can,
Yeah.
and so
Yep.
instead of like being a decent person just scooting it aside, he fucking nails it over.
Yep.
Clint Eastwood the shit out that motherfucking trash can.
just a hate crime.
It was
I thought so. That's what I got.
what it felt
but, you know,
Yeah, because I hate him now.
wow, all right.
This is one of our excellent neighbors. Speaking
We're
of
watching
which,
you. I hope you watch the podcast, neighbor man. And recycle. Because
next,
Captain Planet is watching.
Captain Planet will beat you to the fucking
Oh,
death
yeah.
if you don't recycle.
dude. The Philly recycling people piss me off because they just throw everything in the trash, no matter how diligently you put the recycling in
Don't
like
give a fuck.
different. They don't just they trash it,
Yeah.
and you're just like, oh, come on.
They do that everywhere, man.
Yo, recycling's a kind of trash, right?
I
Whatever.
live-
Fuck
whatever.
off.
I live in a brand new building in Williamsburg, and it's
that's so cool, Marcos.
East Williamsburg. It's not that cool.
Sounds very white.
No, but there's a whole bunch of like fucking young kids. You know, it's like 8 kids to like a fucking 1 bedroom, and it's like every time I go into the recycling room, it's like I don't think your fucking food belongs in the fucking cans, you dumb bitch.
Do they fear you?
I don't know, but everyone always looks at me like I'm a delivery guy, which I totally get.
Racist.
Yeah, that's cool.
Are you the Uber Eats? Uber Eats? Instacart?
Instacart. Charlie.
You look like the type of motherfucker that would say that
fucked up,
shit.
man.
Charlie, you got my back on this shit. All right, cool.
BDIVIR
Oh, we know who that is.
says, "Why you no doctor yet?"
Damn it, she got me on that one.
Yeah.
That would be my lovely darling of a wife.
Yep.
out there.
Yep. Talking
Is she
shit.
here?
Yeah, she's talking shit on me. What?
Is she here?
No, she's not here.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's
Point-
pointing
he
to the
just points at
camera,
the
you
camera.
dumb
Yeah.
asshole.
Oh, I thought he was pointing upstairs.
You fucking idiot.
I thought he was like
Yo,
like
James
this.
can't drink on the podcast no more.
James,
I'm done with
how
this
many fucking whiskeys have you
shit.
had?
He had like 6, man.
Like one.
He's doing
counting?
shots upstairs.
It's my house. Ah.
Fuck off.
Tastes so good.
Yeah,
it
that's
touches
all
my
true.
lips. I got macros for you.
I'm not good at Asian. That's my answer.
You're a fine Asian. There's a lot more questions.
You're
like
just
that
normal
coming.
Korean.
It's true. Next question. Oh God. FPS training.
Didn't we do this?
My man. I
Oh, wait,
love
that
that
was,
dude.
sorry.
That's-
Different question.
Different question.
It's my new boyfriend.
On a scale from 1 to living with a sweatpants and weird slipper clad hobo, how disgusting is it to live with Dr. Mike?
You know what? I don't know why people
We're
think
roommates,
that.
by the way.
Yeah. He's one of the cleanest people I've ever lived with in my whole life.
I'm not sure why you're exaggerating like that, but thank you.
No, you are.
You'll be paid
It's
later.
pretty easy.
You are. I swear.
Yeah, he has 3 pair of underwears, 1 pair of Crocs, like
Yeah.
2 shorts, and 1
I
sweat.
have
That's
7
it.
pairs of underwear, I'll have you know. I actually need to buy
You're very
more.
hygienic
A
too.
lot has changed since last month.
That's
What?
clearly not true.
No, you never smell.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Do you think you smell?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, like, I do jujitsu, so I just assume I smell all the time.
No. You smell lovely.
No, he smells like a plethora of balls.
I'll see you at home.
Sweaty,
Plethora of balls. An
Vinegar-
abundance of
Hey, Marcos.
balls.
red balsamic,
Fuck
vinegar
you.
ball. Wow, that was mean.
But the sweatpants and the Crocs, that's totally accurate. He looks like a hobo.
Charlie gets to hear me hump up the stairs and do my old Jewish man shtick every morning. Oh, you put these stairs and getting like they're longer now.
Oh, I haven't done this much cardio since my breasts.
What is this? I pay rent here. Why is this stays? All right. Oh, God. All right. Let's do a little make fun of our question askers this time.
Let's get real.
Forget about the question. We'll get to that in a second. Pre-med powerlifter 83 kg asks. Now let's peel this
83
apart.
kilogram. Gotcha.
Sir, with all due respect, and remember, we're just joking, are you under the presumption that you will continue to be pre-med the rest of your life?
So
continue to, hold on, be a powerlifter the rest of your life and continue to be in the fucking 83 class?
Bro, it's
What if
how
one of
he
those things
validates.
changes?
It's
Your
how he
name.
validates his
You
existence.
could change your Instagram handle.
How many times are you going to do that?
I hate when people
I guess.
like they use the pre-med as like a prefix for themselves. Like, so you're pre-med, you're not a med student.
ain't shit.
You ain't shit.
Whoa,
you ain't nothing.
Time out.
I'm pre-med.
Pre-med my
really,
ass.
really pre-med. I
Me
haven't
too.
even taken a college course.
You're just
in
gonna
shit.
like change to like liberal arts or some shit because you couldn't cut it. Not this guy specifically. I just hate when like people say like I'm pre-med. Like fuck you. That
Yeah,
doesn't
fuck
mean
you.
anything.
It's just trying to use some shit for some shit you don't have yet.
What are- yeah,
Like, I'm
exactly.
training for my first meet. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
Step on the
training for my
platform.
first meet for the last 20 years. But yo, my man right here is trying to get laid. So when the chick adds him on Tinder on her Instagram, she's like, "This motherfucker's pre-med."
He's
She's like,
pre-med.
oh my god, he's pre-med
10%
and he's a
chance closer.
powerlifter
Right.
and he's 83
20%,
kilos.
30% closer.
This
to
is the last
snatch.
question this fucking kind of bitch asked a motherfucker. He's like, yo, what up, baby, at the club? And she's like, I don't know, how much do you weigh? Because if it's anything like 82 and below or 84 and above kilos, fuck out of my face.
Just so you guys
He's like,
know,
funny enough, I weigh 83 kilos. And she's like, you know.
we're in America, so we use pounds over here.
83 kilos.
Tell him that.
83 kilos. What is that in?
It's like 185.
pounds for pounds. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, that's
My man. All right, James.
She's like,
Yeah.
I only pound people that weigh the pound conversion of what 83 kilos is. It's a very complex pickup line. Anyway, now that we're done filleting your name, how much sushi do I have to eat to be a 110 lifter? Charlie's in the
He's the
110
wrong guy to
class.
ask.
Yeah. Oh my
More than
god.
what you're
for
eating
me.
now. Charlie hates eating. Big secret.
I hate food. I don't like eating. You guys know this.
He
Yeah.
force feeds himself. He has like reverse whatever that food disorder would be.
I've torn my esophagus because of this. Remember this?
Why don't you tell the folks living at home?
It's traumatizing.
the Torn esophagus. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So let's. Where do I begin?
With the torn esophagus.
Oh yeah, that's right. About 2 years ago, I was in the midst of trying to mass, not very well.
That's bulk.
Way too much fat in my diet comparative to the carbs and protein I was eating. But it was like in my head, it was easy, I guess, to get down. But that wasn't the case. The fats were actually hindering my ability to digest food. So I'd get very bad acid reflux, and also I'd dry heave every time I ate. Because
For how long?
close to a year.
Oof.
Yeah, so literally every meal I ate, I was forcing it down between gags.
That's a
you
Korean
would
level of dedication.
I would vomit into my mouth and just swallow it back down.
I wish you were a girl sometimes.
Nobody Jewish has ever. Jesus Christ. Nobody Jewish has ever like stuck at anything that long. It'd be like, I don't know about all this vomiting.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
So like one night, same thing happens. I drink my shake, my casein shake before I sleep. You know, dry heaving on the verge of vomiting, of course. Like normal.
Tuesday night.
Yeah. And then, but I had a really weird night because I couldn't sleep that night for some reason. And I wake up around 6 a.m. I have my shake in the morning, and I took a first sip, and I vomited into the sink, which I'm like, that's not that
Wednesday
weird.
morning.
Yeah. But then I saw like, it looked like
Weird,
coffee.
like first thing in the morning though, when you're like relatively empty.
Oh, no, that's completely normal for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
But then I saw like, it looked like black coffee. It looked like coffee grounds. It like in the sink.
Marcos, if you did that, you would assume the devil was coming out of you, yes?
I thought so.
Yes, El Diablo. that's what
Yeah.
they say.
As we
So,
say.
but then I took another sip after that. I'm like, oh, whatever. Stuff.
In and out, I say.
And then I got really sick this time. So I ran to the toilet and then I just like kind of puked a little bit and it was blood. Like not streaks of blood in mucus. It was just blood.
Like consumption blood, like fucking.
Yeah. Like someone, yeah, just a bowl of blood.
Like Constantine, the movie.
Yes.
Like sriracha.
Bingo. So then I drove myself to the ER.
Were you vomiting on yourself while you were driving?
Oh, I was very woozy. Yeah. This is like 6 a.m. once again. I pull up to the parking lot. I get out of my car. First thing I do when I get in my car, like getting up, the stomach, kind of expands. I vomit again. Blood everywhere. I get into the ER. They like, I'm vomiting blood. Can someone help me?
That'll get you.
And they're like, okay. And then, like within like 10, 15 minutes, they got hit me in the back on a bed.
Shit, man. You go to good hospitals in the
Yeah.
city. Last thing Rodriguez motherfucker's gonna
Yeah,
take
I was
like
going to
a
say,
week.
Mr. Rodriguez, you can come back whenever, or just don't come back.
Cool.
So, they, run all these tests. I get a finger up my butt, which was fun.
I've had that more
yeah.
than a few times.
They're like, you have blood, in your stool. I'm like, all right. So I'm fine, right?
Can you
Like,
guys put it back in me?
Yeah, we're not like, so we have to do this other test now because there's blood. I'm like, fuck, what is it? They're like, you're not going to like it. I'm like, tell me what it is. They shoved a tube into my sinus, down in my esophagus, down into my stomach. One of the worst things I've ever fucking went through in my life.
Wait, is that an endoscopy?
What?
Is that an endoscopy? Because I have to go one of those soon.
Upper endoscopy? No, you're asleep for that. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
You don't remember any of that shit.
Volunteer to stay
So what's
awake.
that called?
I don't know. Like you're
Just so I know.
we think you're fucked, so we need to make sure you're fucked.
The fuck off
Test.
Yeah.
So basically, they did that. It was terrible. They lube it up. It doesn't do anything. It feels like it's like grating. Your whole fucking inside's going down. It gets down, and then they're like, "All right, you ready?" I'm like, "Why?" So I see this like thing of saline, and they pump it in, and it shoots saline down to my stomach. Instantaneously, I started vomiting. Like it just comes right back up. Blood
God, I'm gonna
everywhere.
blow up
I got blood on the nurses, the doctors,
Hot.
and then they bring over all these
Zombie
bedpans.
apocalypse.
I keep vomiting the blood because it's just like this reflex now. It's just like blood, another pan, blood. So I fill about 3.5 bedpans full of blood.
Fuck.
And they're like, all right, we have to get you under now. I'm like, why? I'm like, I'm going to be okay, right? To the nurse. And she's like, don't worry. Just calm down. Yeah, but I mean, that should be inside of me, right?
You didn't answer if I'm going to be okay. You just said, don't worry, calm down.
So basically, I don't remember much after that because then I go under and then I wake up. I'm in the,
Post-op.
recovery
room,
yeah, wherever. And like, all right, you're really lucky because we had to go in and cauterize your esophagus because you tore it, and that you're internally bleeding. And but they're like, you're lucky because no blood got in your body cavity or something like that, which is really nice.
Hey, get whatever blood in my body. Fuck
Yeah.
it.
So my blood count dropped from like 18 to like 8. Yeah, and I just spent a whole week in the hospital.
Sounds like a Thursday morning.
Yeah, that sucked.
Thursday morning.
Were you like, hey, can I get some weights or something in my room?
Yeah, no, dude, I dropped
Can I
like
get a shake weight or something?
15 pounds in like.
You're like,
span
listen,
of
what
no-
I didn't
no-
put
no
on my
time.
medical form is that I have a nasty anadrol deficiency. I need an IV. Stat. Isn't that what you people say? Stat. Doctor people.
Yeah, but then afterwards, and then started working with Mike,
Easy.
and then now I'm back to where I am now. Less stomach issues.
You look beautiful.
Your videos are fucking gnarly, dude.
Which ones?
I mean, your training videos.
Oh, thank you.
Not the video
Not
of you
the
beating up
porn.
old Philadelphia man for fucking up the garbage. Piece of shit. All right. More questions from seemingly Korean people.
Ugh.
Will E. Song.
What? Willie song?
Yeah, I think his name is William E. Song.
Makes me think about a song of penises.
I'm supposed to
Like-
be shaped like a dick for that.
Like, you fuck a super hot girl, and then afterwards you like celebrate doing the Willie song, Willie
She's like,
song.
what are you doing? You're
You're
like,
like, I'm celebrating.
tell you what, you shut up about this. Marcos, do you ever sing after having sex?
It's like a
to
Disney thing. There's like the
woman?
little bouncing ball. You follow along.
Yeah, totally. The Willie song.
Willie song.
Willie song.
Well, usually my pre-sex song is the Whisper song by the Yin Yang Twins.
Oh,
Oh,
excellent.
Yeah.
Post-sex
Not
song?
I
bad.
think that's good. No, pre.
Toto
pre.
Africa?
No.
Toto, I guess, would be during.
Oh my god.
During. for sure.
Rain's down in Africa. She's like, I literally, I'm never going to come to this. Like, it's not about you, it's about me. I can't have an erection unless Toto is playing.
Toto
I'm gonna
sucks.
try that tonight.
When you met me at the club, I seemed like a fine person. I'm a fucking ghost of a man.
Yeah. Aren't we all?
Yeah. So speaking of which, Willie Song asked Charlie, what do you tell your parents when they tell you you'll break your shit if you keep lifting heavy?
I tell him to shut the fuck up.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
cool.
Damn.
All
Yeah, I
right.
got real, motherfucker.
Oh, damn.
No.
You lying motherfucker. You ain't never tell your Korean parents
No,
that.
never. I just tell them, I'm like, don't worry about it. I'll be fine.
Do they believe you?
No.
Of course not. Do they think like he's just got to grow up at some point and quit this shit?
Yeah. And
That's
then
what my
every year
parents told me.
passes and I'm still doing it.
My dad will be like, so you're bigger. I'm like, yep. He's like,
When you gonna stop?
Misha, aren't you big enough? And I'm like, no. He's like, when are you? Okay. Misha, you look great. When are you going to stop this?
Yep.
I'm like, Papa, thanks so much, man. You're the shit. You really empowered me with my dreams. By that, I mean you had different dreams of your own you wish I would have done.
It's gonna be okay.
Love you, Dad. So hard.
Powerlifting's a tough one because you're
You'll be
like,
a
yeah,
math professor
it
someday.
probably will break me at some point.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And that's when I'll stop?
I
But you can't
warned them
say
about that. Yeah, I'm like, sooner or later I'm gonna get probably, hopefully not, but I might get a big injury.
On that note, how did your parents react to you being in the hospital and bleeding out of your fucking
Oh my god, they flipped their shit.
I imagine.
Like, my mom was hysterical.
So mom cried a lot.
She was crying and yelling, which I didn't think it was. She was angry and sad and upset
At you.
at
Emotional,
me.
just
Yeah,
too much.
yeah,
Like,
all
how
of
could
it.
you do this?
You
kind of
betrayed
thing?
her.
Yeah, like, you fucking idiot. Really? Look what happened. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, technically
She's
it
not
wasn't because of
wrong.
lifting. I mean, but
Right. That's a good time to get technical. Actually.
What happened was
Okay. What the fuck was that?
It's him.
it's my foot, bro.
Oh, Marcos, we got a studio, little bitch. So,
Mike's TSA alert went off.
yeah.
It's like, we're terrorist attack.
Hedge Nasty.
What?
Yeah, we met that kid at
oh yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
Arnold.
He's the tall bodybuilder.
Yeah,
right?
the natty guy who's
Powerlifting.
like on the very large end of natty.
Yeah.
like that
Very
kid.
big and lean for a natty
Yeah.
guy.
If you ever dark sides, watch out.
Cool cat.
Says, how did you get your thighs to be the circumference of two moderately obese adults?
You mean these babies right here?
Holy shit.
Oh my.
That's nice, Johnny.
I suppose that's the only answer we'll get.
Tearing esophagus. Yeah.
Nice. So, yeah, I eat a lot. How
Eat
much?
a lot.
Be like, don't.
You don't want to know.
And
Force feed yourself.
Yeah.
Every day.
Continuing the racially insensitive theme, this man named, or girl, I don't know what the fuck this is, CVL10053. This
Sounds
is
like a
probably a
computer
person
program.
that does
Binary.
not show their own picture on Instagram. Says, you like kimchi? Question mark. That's
Fuck, that's
up.
racist.
No, but it's good for like
fuck.
probiotics and
Really?
stuff like that, no?
That's what white people would say about it.
That's just delicious, though.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
But seriously,
So
I actually
answer
like
is,
kimchi. Yeah.
fuck you, racist asshole. But yes, I love
That shit
kimchi.
tastes motherfucking good.
Amelia Adams.
It's a nice, wholesome
It's a
name.
reasonable name.
Yeah, right. There's
That
like
shit just made me feel
her
warm
with a
inside.
fucking like on the beach with a dog and
Of course.
shit.
Is she
Aw.
doing yoga?
White people shit. I don't know if it's yoga, but it looks maybe yoga.
I'll take it.
Imagine I don't know what yoga is. It may be yoga.
Clearly.
She says, what is the most common mistake you see powerlifters make? Also, what is the first sentence Kim will say to Trump?
Wait. Back up to that first part of the question.
Oh, man.
The most common mistake a powerlifter will make.
Yeah, that you
In
see
what-
powerlifters make. You, Charlie, this is your rodeo. You answer however you want. Life. Love.
Let's assume it's specific to training for powerlifting. There you go.
That's still too broad a topic, man.
What's a common mistake
All right,
you've seen
Charlie.
Dumbest shit
okay.
you've
All
seen.
right.
amongst amateur
All right.
powerlifters?
Got it. Not following a program and not deloading.
Perfect. That sounds like
That's how people hurt
everyone.
themselves.
Yep.
Yep.
That's good.
It's like, what are you doing today? Like, oh, I'm going to work up to, and then,
Yep.
Yeah.
and then, ow.
Yep.
And then frustrated strength coach will make a meme about it. And be
Frustrated
like,
strength coach is
"Fuck you."
fucking funny.
He's the
It's
best.
pretty good. Yeah.
Okay.
I just found out about that like a week ago.
Same
It's
here.
hilarious. Let's build off that question because I think we'll pepper in a few serious ones.
All right.
Yeah.
What do you think are some of the most common mistakes you see peaking for the meet
Easy.
from a training perspective?
They max out till the last week of their meet and go in and thinking they're just gonna hit a higher number somehow.
They hit their peak in their last week of training.
And-
I've
or
seen people
shit the
brag.
bed.
I've
Fail.
seen people hit PRs the week after a meet and be like, sometimes it doesn't happen at the meet. Like, no, that's your fault.
Yeah, you fucked up.
Yeah, or shoot for numbers. Even if it's programmed correctly, like maybe like 2 weeks before the actual meet day, they program it too high, or they don't go feel, and they go for this like attempt where they might miss it, and they do miss it.
Yeah, that's gnarly. You don't want to miss an attempt.
No, one of the worst things you could do. Yeah, especially like couple of weeks out from a meet.
What is one of the worst recomping stories or examples you have seen somebody do? So like somebody who fucked up
I see
their
this shit-
recomp
oh my
so
God.
bad. What's the worst?
I see this shit all the time. It's people like make these huge cuts for 24-hour cuts. They weigh in, and then the first meal I see on their fucking Instagram is like bacon, eggs, a burger, rib. Like, what the fuck are you
pure
doing?
Lose fat, you
America,
dumbass.
brother.
Oh,
America, brother.
oh, you just want to shut down your stomach right now. It's just
I'm not trying
They're
to
trying to
absorb
tear your
anything after
esophagus,
this.
man. What's wrong with you?
It's American's apple pie.
What was the second question? of
yeah.
that?
Oh, what is the first sentence Kim will say to Trump? Lil Kim?
Hero.
Oh,
Wow.
no, hero,
tell if that's racist or
comma.
not.
God.
You like P video too?
What's this P video thing?
You don't know about the whole P thing?
No, what? What with the P?
There's
I'm
like
always on the
rumors
loop.
going around and shit that like Trump paid like
Yes.
people like for like pee shit, like pissing shit. I don't know, like
Some like R.
That's
Kelly
what's up.
stuff.
Yeah.
I was going to say R. Kelly
That's
gets
my
that shit for
dog.
free.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, when you're Trump, you got to pay, but you got the money.
You right, you right.
I'm
Hey,
not
you
in
know-
the
Dollar
P shirt.
bills, y'all.
We have lots of pee for you.
and you know Kim is all about that shit.
Oh, you know that man can't have conventional sex.
Oh no! Like he has so much power, so much money. Yeah, he got bored of the like regular shit long time ago.
Anyway, fucked my 1,000th girl.
Are there
Now
goats?
I'm into
Are there
whatever.
goats in North Korea?
Goats in- no, hell no. They ate all them motherfuckers.
I was just asking for a friend,
Oh my god.
You don't have any. It's you, isn't it?
Steve.
You almost got me. I almost lost it. I was like this close to being like,
Oh, there you go. All right. All right. Moving on. A shout out to one of our huge friends, JC Dean,
Oh,
who is the motivational king of Instagram. He says, stay big, stay cut, stay swole, snap into a slim Jim, misspelled the gym. Do you guys know about JC Dean?
Never heard of the guy.
He comments on my Instagram often and will go on these long rants that are pointless about motivation, and he's just satirizing like people who actually do that.
he's always like, okay, he's making fun of
Oh
them.
yeah, and it's just unbelievable the shit he comes up with. He's like I'll post a picture of my back. He's like, love your training, love your progress, keep it up, great size. I'm telling you, man, what you're doing is awesome. I'm watching YouTube videos in the parking lot right now before I get in the gym. No gains will be missed. What does he goes? He goes, beef jerky lining my pockets. I'm like, what? Like way too excited lifter guy.
I like the Slim Jim
Unbelievable.
reference.
Oh yeah, but it's Slim Jim misspelled.
Never do a Slim Jim.
he's so excited.
Oh yeah.
When that what's his name, Randy Savage died.
That was
People were like,
that was a rough day.
Macho Man, Randy Savage.
sorry for the Slim Jim. Probably didn't kill him. I don't know.
Dude, I could spend hours watching Macho Man highlight clips.
It's unbelievable.
It's
the man was on.
Can we
100%
talk
of the
about
time.
how great the fucking 80s were and how much wrestling meant to us?
Yes.
I mean, shit. Ultimate Warrior, Hulk
cocaine's a
Hogan.
hell of a drug?
And then,
I never
I mean,
watched
just when you
wrestling.
thought it was going to
I
get
didn't
over,
either.
obviously they don't allow that in North Korea. Just when you thought it was
Fair.
over, you got the fucking NWO. I mean, what
That was
the
amazing.
fuck?
Yeah, it was never over.
Now we have
Jesus.
Ronda Rousey.
Con the couch.
Rowdy.
Rowdy.
Oh, Rowdy,
She stole
yeah.
his thing too. Well, I don't want to say stole, but she's using his gimmick.
Well,
Probably with his blessing, I'm
The
sure, or
McMahons
his
approved it.
family's blessing. But
Dollar bills, yo. Next question.
are you one of those money conspiracy theorist motherfuckers? I
No,
get
I'm
this
just
shit all
like
the time.
fucking Ted.
Yo, man, it's all you got. Just follow the fuck dollar, man. That's all you fuck.
I was thinking more $1 million man, Mike.
Well,
yes,
fair.
Ted DiBiase.
Fucking dick.
Again, an American reference I don't
Dr.
understand.
James, yeah. Back to Gulag.
How do you not know wrestling? You came here in the like.
I know The Rock.
People do wrestling when they're from like ages like 9 to like 14, 15.
Mike, The Rock says this. You're going to watch some wrestling when you get home tonight.
Let me tell you what I
Your
did.
Rudy Poo candy ass.
My parents canceled cable television for a long time.
First of all, he ate his TV when he was like fucking 9. So
Yeah, from Russia. And then mostly what I did when I was that age was pretended that I was in the armed forces or police and ran around with fake guns for my entire childhood.
Do you understand that that's virtually the same thing as wrestling?
I know. It was one or the other. I was never exposed to it. Yeah.
Except with guns, you got these guns, brother.
Sweet.
With wrestling, there's just a narrative that goes with
Yeah.
it.
C head.
Like C.
C
Or
Head
like C.
underscore head.
Oh, just C underscore head.
Yeah. C head. I get head. You feel me? I've never been with a girl. Who would win in a no holds barred?
God
fight?
damn it! Didn't this happen last time?
Did. Who would win in a no holds barred fight? Kim or Trump?
Again, another Kim or Trump thing.
Yep.
Charlie doesn't give a fuck about that shit, to be honest with you.
Isn't Trump like
A decrepit
90?
old man. But Kim is not exactly in the fucking shape of his life.
That's
well, he's
true.
in the shape of his life.
Yeah.
He's in pathetic fucking
He's
shape.
eating
They
everything
both
else
got
in North
perfect
Korea.
bills of health, man.
That's why everyone else is dying.
Yeah, because he's too goddamn fat. Kim looks like a man who is in poor health.
Bro, you
But
ever
he's young.
IV Viagra? Because I know
Trump
a man
probably
Kim
has.
does.
I see it. Remember?
Trump looks more like a Cialis guy.
do you remember Flashpoint Paradox, where Aquaman and Wonder Woman are battling as the world ends?
Why do people watch DC Comics? If you watch DC Comics, you're a loser. Period.
Marcos,
The-
you're
have
going
you
to shut
watched-
your fucking
Hold on,
mouth.
hold on.
Next.
Have you watched any of the animated movies?
Why would I watch anything DC?
James,
'Cause the
can-
animated movies
can
are
you
really
say,
good.
Can you mock a Marvel-only person with your nerd guy
Go
voice,
ahead.
please?
Do that. Do that. Go ahead.
So you're thinking about Wolverine. It depends on if you're looking at the Old Man Logan storyline or the X-Men.
Marcos, you little bitch. He got you, dog.
Okay, so
That's
then
just
DC.
nerdy guy voice. That wasn't content.
DC.
No,
What we're gonna
Marvel's-
go for in DC?
I like DC, but I could understand.
Arrow, bro. He's like the world's greatest archer.
He is the world's greatest archer. Fuck you.
Batman, my superpower, white privilege. Butler, do something for me.
True.
Wait,
Let's call on my friends. Oh, I don't have any
I
friends.
like Marvel too, but isn't Iron Man the same thing though?
Oh, shit, Marcos.
Except Iron Man, his best friend is black. Hey, have War Machine for me.
He's not really friends with
He
anyone,
got all
though.
these
He kinda
friends.
hands
He has a
everyone.
stripper pole in his fucking plane. He drinks, he does drugs, he has a
Batman
fucking good
fucks a
time.
lot.
Batman fucks a bunch
Who
of
does
hoes.
Batman fuck?
Catwoman.
As
He fucks
Bruce-
villains, yeah.
As Bruce
Have
Wayne,
you seen?
he fucks hoes all
Have
the time.
you seen? Is there an actual clip of Bruce Wayne or Batman fucking anybody besides
insofar as
Alfred?
he's not
Yes.
real. There's no
Aight,
actual
then. Aight,
video.
okay then.
There's a video. Okay, bro.
Yo,
there's
because Tony Stark's beats it up.
Okay,
That's
if
all
you-
I'm saying, man.
if
Get out
you
of
In
here
the
with that
suit?
shit.
No,
He
no,
needs
no.
a suit for it probably because he's a straight
Shit,
up little
homie.
bitty
There is-
bitch.
You got that battery powered heart.
He
You
needs
just
a
bang, bang,
fucking
bang,
suit.
bang, bang.
Hold up,
no,
hold up. He
no.
needs a fucking suit to fight. Batman needs his bare fucking hands and a goddamn tool.
And
belt.
all he
Fuck
first of all, Iron Man evaporates people. Batman, you're going to prison, Joker, again for the
'cause he's
76th
a
time this
moral
week.
individual.
Oh, cool. Thanks. Go kill some more people, Joker, for nothing.
There is
Next, get the fuck out of here with
in
that shit.
the
Go ahead.
there's a
Next.
series. I'm drawing a blank on the exact one, but it's in the Final Crisis series. There's an author who did a whole series of Batman stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There is a scene where he is fucking Talia al Ghul in the desert with his cowl on.
Oh, yeah.
he's got nothing else. Cowl. Boom.
So he has sand in his dick. Perfect. Now I
Yeah,
know.
he's
Perfect.
definitely got
Now you
sandy
explain.
dick.
Iron Man fucks the suit. He probably doesn't get with hose anymore.
My man tears that shit
Tears
up.
what up? We'll name one bitch Iron
Isn't
Man.
he?
fucked.
Isn't he committed to what's her name?
Gwyneth
The
Paltrow.
redheaded
That's
girl?
not a fuck you, Marcos. You need
Next.
a goddamn head rearranged.
Next, whack ass DC bullshit.
Charlie, Kim or Trump, who wins in a fight? Just give us an answer.
I'm going with Kim.
Kim's got the element of
Wow.
age on
Well,
his
we
side.
know where you
yeah.
stand.
I'm going with Scud Missile. Takes out both of them. Everyone wins.
Great leader.
Has Dr. Mike ever been in a street fight? No, but
Obviously
you keep
not.
talking that bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Unless you're bigger or stronger or more technical than me. Then just kidding, I'm sorry. Yes, but it was before jiu-jitsu training, so it was unremarkable.
How old were you?
High school?
Oh, okay. Everyone gets in fights in high school.
Yeah, but that's not. It's not the kind of. You know.
Yeah, it's not really fun. It's,
I would love to have my current physique, go back to high school, and know my current jiu-jitsu, and just literally assault people and hurt them.
Mollywop people.
Go anywhere.
That's a good one.
Does Charlton Banks, that's you, Charlie, know Kuk Sul Wan, Hapkido, or Taekwondo? And does your fridge smell like ass from kimchi? This is racist motherfucker.
Another kimchi one.
Damn.
Damn.
Wow, you're like Fighter in the Wind Part 2. It's a
What?
Korean
Fuck's
movie.
that?
It's a Korean movie. Whatever, man. It's about Taekwondo.
Watch Korean. Oh, James, can you do Marcos? I watch Korean movies, and I'm better than everyone. Nerd voice guy.
Technically, if you watch I Watch the Wind at approximately 26 minutes and 47 seconds, there is a man who appears to be Korean, but he is not Korean. He is from Thailand.
That would be better with glasses.
If you check the IMDb, you will see that his nationality is not what you think.
Half Korean.
James,
I like that.
fuck this podcast. You gotta go on the fucking road.
Like it.
so
We should-
good.
for Halloween, we should all do like alternate characters. But
Oh my god, we already have our costume. Well, you guys do.
yeah.
You do. You're part of a crew.
Yeah. Keep it on the wrap.
Next question.
Wait, did we
are
answer it? We
No,
didn't
go
answer
ahead.
it.
Hit it.
What's the question? Oh, yeah. I remember now.
Why do you smell
Racist
like
ass shit.
It's not even worth answering.
Fuck you. Yeah, I actually did.
This
I did
doesn't
Taekwondo.
You did Taekwondo. Okay.
Yeah, my parents made me take it.
And our fridge often smells like kimchi.
Yes.
Both of them.
this isn't even a real podcast. This is just our everyday conversation.
Pretty much. Eek Kim.
Fuck.
Another Korean.
Clearly Korean. Says, how do I get as strong as you? I've already got the Koreanness down. Well, I'll comment really
I
quick.
want to see the receipts.
Yeah. Are you really sure you're Korean if you're not strong?
I want the 23 in me.
I took that shit. I'm not 100% Korean.
That's a pretty embarrassing thing to do.
I know. I
on
almost killed
air.
myself.
That's very Japanese.
Easy now. Easy, everybody.
I'm 13% Japanese.
You could have been some percent Jewish and then you really had a reason for fucking suicide.
0.4% Ashkenazi.
Are you serious? Yeah, what
Oh.
up, man?
Hello.
You owe me.
Point
Do I
four?
get, do I get birthright rights?
You get a fucking loan.
For real?
Yeah, it's shitty percent.
Shit.
Actually, I have the 20.
You guys think Jews don't do each other like we do everybody else?
I had a 23andMe done, and I just got an email from them recently that was like, participate in this particular test for genetic disease. And I don't remember what it was, but it was like, this is most common in Ashkenazi Jews. It was like, and they just kept saying it over and over and over and over again. And they were like, you are not Jewish at all, so you're good. And I was like, oh,
Don't you have
thank
like a
goodness.
lot of Neanderthal variants in your?
I do, but Mel actually has even more than I do.
Oh wow.
I have the least out of all my friends. Look at that. You would have never guessed that, would
I'm
you?
probably at least half Neanderthal. My dad has some legendary amount of Neanderthal. It's like 99% of all people don't have as much Neanderthal.
Oh wow.
Oh.
You can tell.
I think I'm like
what the fuck is this
97% less than most people, or something like that.
anyway? Yeah, see?
Makes sense. Asian.
I can't tell if it's good or bad. It's just interesting.
It
If
just
Mike got
is.
shot
It's just like
in the
pizza-
forehead with
pizza
a
versus
22
pasta.
caliber
Yeah.
gun, that shit would not go through his fucking cranium. With my pretty ass skin, you could fucking just a slingshot. It's like fucking dead
Dad.
because I'm beautiful.
How does this man become more Korean? I think that's what he's asking. Strength is just another word for Koreanness.
If you want to become actually Korean, you have to quit powerlifting.
Yeah, that's
Become a
true.
doctor
Yeah,
or lawyer.
finance,
Yeah, finance.
Or
something like that.
breakdance. I know So Korean
yeah.
is a fucking pretty dope. Or professional gamer.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
I mean, you guys are fucking.
we kill at that, I guess.
We were
Crazy
just
at that
talking
shit.
about that, weren't we? Like, was that today or yesterday? Or
I
something?
think that was like 6 months ago, James. But you're right. Keep drinking.
No, we were talking
Yesterday,
About,
Koreans are unbelievable at breakdancing and gaming.
yeah,
Gaming,
there was
yep.
an article about gaming that we were looking at.
We have whole teams and stuff. There's like a whole like There's leagues and stuff.
Yeah.
With that, they get paid like
A lot.
millions.
Scott,
Man,
can
they're
you fix
fucking
my
good as
mic? It's falling on me.
Oh, get out of the shot. What is this? Amateur hour over here. You're in the shot.
Thank you.
He's great.
Next question.
Should we really
God,
answer?
this
We
one's
should
good.
tell
Yeah,
them how to get stronger, though.
I mean,
We haven't had one real question today. In all
Eat big,
16
train
podcasts.
big, 10 years at least.
yeah,
There you
there's
go.
a fine answer.
Yeah, it doesn't happen overnight.
Oh, here's a real question. What helped him get from milestone to milestone in the squat? 500, 600, 700, 800. Can
That's a
I
good
preface
one.
this?
Yeah.
The plates and numbers are human inventions. Strength is gained asymptotically. So these milestones are just numbers that are arbitrary. So you just real question is how do you get stronger? But Charlie, do you want to talk about particular challenges going from one of these to the
Yeah,
other?
yeah, sure. I mean, let's gaining weight helps a lot.
So since you started powerlifting, how much weight have you gained?
Holy shit.
I started so
What's your
powerlifting
normal
specifically
weight?
or lifting.
What's your normal weight? You're probably like 120 pounds. soaking
Lifting.
wet.
Lifting.
So when I started lifting, I was 120 pounds.
Oh shit!
And then when I was just lifting,
Were
I
you
got up to
captain
like
of the- of the math club at that
175.
time, or-
One,
Sorry.
actually was part of the math team.
Mash team.
And then I got to like 180 or so just lifting. And then that's when I started powerlifting kind of. And then from powerlifting, I went from 180 to my biggest weight was what? 265 ish?
265.
Yeah. And I'm right about 255 right now.
I think I can help narrow down this question.
Sure.
So I think ultimately it's what training strategies did you have to change or maybe adopt as you went from squatting, let's say 400 to like 600? What parts of your training had to ultimately change in order for you to bridge that gap and then maybe even that and beyond?
I'd say the stronger I got, the less total volume I had to do at those higher percentages. And I had to increase my volume at lower percentages because I just couldn't sustain higher volumes at such high loads.
So like maybe more top sets and then more down sets to follow? Or is that
No, I'd say less tops. So
Less
like
top sets.
one tops and then a lot more down sets to follow.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because for me at least, I can't sustain a lot of volume at those high percentages.
I've been saying that too. We watch your videos all the time, and people will be like, "Oh my God, Charlie, this and that. Should you be doing top sets or straight sets?" And I'm like, if you watch Charlie's videos, it ain't happening again. Like he puts in a really
that's
great
it.
top set, and he might not be able to. It's not that he won't necessarily get 5 reps on the next set. He might not just pick it up the next set. Right. That's when those down sets become increasingly valuable.
For sure. And on top of that too, the stronger I got, less actual, like it's strength specific blocks I did. So now most of my training throughout the year is just pure hypertrophy. Training. Right? I mean, within the last year and a half.
How many meets do you on average compete at per year?
Now?
Just
1 to 2.
For some perspective,
1 to
just
2.
somebody might say like, "Oh, you're spending so much time doing hypertrophy." They might think like, "Okay, well, you train hypertrophy for 8 months and then peak."
So 1 to 2 right now. Before it was like 2 to 3, and then as time went on, I had to do less and less meets per year because it's just I just
Too crazy.
and like you get to a certain point where you need to put on more muscle to get stronger, and that's where the hypertrophy blocks really help. Yeah.
Excellent.
Do you see yourself ever squatting 1,000 pounds?
Raw? No.
Would you
Not
want
really.
to? Period.
Would I want to put my body through what I
Yeah.
need to get there?
Yeah,
Or
more.
would I just want to squat 1,000 pounds right now?
No, just would you want to put your body through all that stress? To
No.
get there?
Absolutely not.
How old are you, Charlie?
30.
Oh, you got another 5 years of lifting. You'll get it.
No, I'd have to put on. I have to play 300 plus pounds.
Just for
fine.
some context, what's your best squat in a meet?
800.
So, somebody who already squats 800 pounds,
Mm-hmm.
right? What would it take to add 200 pounds to your squat?
God, at my level,
Right. That's the question. So, like, I know like,
5 year
it's
plan,
obvious
easy.
to us, but like
It's-
people forget where they're like, oh, I think for a lot of
She's 200
people,
pounds away.
everything after about 500 pounds or so is kind of like meaningless to them, right? But in reality, it's like, how long did it take you to be able to squat 800?
sure.
Fuck, getting to 1,000 is out of the question.
yeah, it's no.
Charlie, you got that shit,
Yeah, even if you threw all the magic drugs you can at it, and all the body weight, and all the eating, which I cannot do, the chances of me hitting that 1,000-pound squat, very, very slim. Even if I did all that for 5 years.
You should toast your health just to hit like a 930.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's
I'm with Mike on
ridiculous.
this
What about 1,000-pound bench?
Oh, yeah, that, no problem. Like next week, I think I'm going to hit
I
that.
just need to be transformed into a human-sized pigeon.
So what's been your best total?
1925.
What do you want to get at?
My next meet?
Yeah.
In a week or so, right?
As of the recording and the release of this podcast, it'll have been several weeks before.
Oh, nice. It'll be. Yeah, I'd like to just match it. Be nice because this time I'm walking out the squat, opposed to a monolift,
Right.
which makes it
Yeah.
a ton easier. Monolift.
What's your goal total for your career?
I'd like to get to 2,000.
Maybe something.
Yeah, I think it's doable for me.
I think you got it, Charlie.
Not a whole lot of people doing
You got this
2000.
shit, Chuck. I believe in you.
Love it,
And
man.
again, like you might be thinking, like,
I
oh,
love
okay,
you.
like 1925, like getting to 2000,
Easy.
That doesn't seem like a big deal, but
For me, it's a huge deal.
Fuck.
You
Yeah.
shouldn't have sex for like the next week. I guarantee you get a 2,000.
somebody at
Or go to
Charlie's
jail.
level of development is literally going to have to move mountains, right? Where he might only get one good top set for a mesocycle in order to actually drive that because it's so incredibly stressful and the wear and tear. is-
Yeah. And another thing they have to realize is like you're like kind of like your genetic ceiling at that point. Like, like Larry, you know who Larry Wills is? Mm-hmm. Like he just makes these crazy improvements. Like,
How old is he?
Month of a
Isn't he
month.
young? Isn't he like 26?
yeah, he's pretty. I think he's younger than that or something. He's running around there. He makes these crazy like jumps in his strength. But I mean, it's not just due to his like training and like his programming. It's due to like his genetic ceiling also. Like he has that much more to gain.
Yep.
Didn't
And
he just pull
I
900?
don't- Yeah.
Yeah.
Insane.
Fuck.
So strong. Yeah.
God damn it.
Couple questions left.
Okay.
Sasha Schultz. Sounds like
Motherfucker got his uncle fucking asking questions now. What's
Hey,
up?
you asked that big Korean fella, what's the deal with the squats? Are K-pop songs generally about the same shit as North American pop music?
Yeah, a little
What do you
cornier.
mean North American? Ain't no fucking pop music coming out of Canada. You know,
I'd say they're a little cornier.
cornier.
Yeah.
If not, what the hell is going on in those videos? I watch them at Korean barbecue restaurants. They seem so strange, but this may just be the language barrier.
No, they're that weird. They don't make sense most of the time.
Huh.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks.
Korean
Sasha.
barbecue's great.
Who doesn't love that
And the
shit?
girls.
Yeah.
To die for.
If you don't like Korean barbecue, something's wrong with you.
Shit is really good.
Preach, brother. Preach.
I like when they
Second.
turn down the heat dial because you turned it up.
Yeah. And they're like, you're doing it
You're
wrong.
burning shit.
Charlie, are you into at CHRT Keith Ape? Or by
Oh, Keith Ape, rapper from South Korea. He's a South Korean rapper.
Or by extension, KOHHT20.
Oh yeah, they suck. they're equivalent of like they just started rapping within the last maybe like 5 years. At least Keith Ape did. I don't know about the other guy, but you would hate
Cardi
them.
B.
Like no. They're
They're
like
the
they're
Korean Cardi B's.
No, they're guys.
But
So
you know what I meant, like the.
But like the
equivalent
same level of sucking.
they're like what trap music is?
Yeah.
It's Korean trap music they do.
Dope. Dope. We should just start like a fucking lifting trap industry.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Ah,
Don't put yourself through it.
I mean, might as well. Those motherfuckers making that money. We'll be in Coachella in no time.
speaking of which, this is a fun question. So, K Susha 0. Sorry in advance for making fun of you at
K
the
Susha
entertainment of the crowds. Question. Dot. How do I become a millionaire overnight?
That's a finance question for you, Chuck.
That's for me?
Obviously, you guys.
I don't know. Let me know. I ain't there yet. Shit.
Wow. This is an opportunity to say public service announcement. If you have the willpower and the lack of moral attachment to the consequences of what happens to your body, you can make a lot of money very quickly.
Shit.
James?
You know, this question is, I know it's probably just meant to be funny and cute, but like, here's
Which is your number one pet peeve?
well, it's not just that, but
Because you are funny and cute, James.
it's like if we knew how to do that, would we be recording this dumbass podcast? We would just be making millions of dollars.
Right,
Overnight. means you
Overnight.
can make a lot of millions.
Especially
So
me.
if like it was that easy, wouldn't people just be doing it all the time, and then like $1 million would be so inflated that it didn't mean anything anymore? You know what I mean?
I certainly, if I knew that, I wouldn't be allocating scarce
We
resources
wouldn't be asking
to
questions about snakes and shit.
Kay
done.
Susha and telling her how to do that shit, because that would change the dynamics of the economy quite quickly, wouldn't it?
It's just like one of those. We see the same thing with training and diet stuff. Like, how do I get the fastest result with
That's the human nature, though, James. It's that greed. That's that gluttony. I want more, fast, quick, now.
You're
pleasure.
right. You're right. I agree with that.
What
It's
was
just,
that last part?
Skeet.
Oh, you
It's just busting.
Instant satisfaction. That's what he's.
Pedro North.
Who the fuck is that?
Peter North's cousin.
Oh, I see.
Have you ever tried any of the drugs that make your volume of ejaculate
Like
larger?
the supplements he sold? No.
Yes.
Just high in maca.
Wait, really?
Right? And you're
Yeah.
long jack? No.
There's one.
What?
I tried one because the name was too awesome to pass it up. Ejaculoid.
Oh wow.
Have to
I never
buy it.
took that,
Sold at many
like,
truck
8
stops
times.
in the United
It
States.
was cool until it goes on for too long. Where you're like,
So it works.
yeah, oh yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah. No, it does. It's cool until like you're finishing for like a good like 10 seconds.
Holy shit! I'm gonna get some of that stuff right now.
No, it ends up being like you're like stop, then you're like dehydrated.
So does it feel good the whole time, or it's just like after a certain point, it's just stuff like you're ejaculating, but you're not orgasm.
It feels good most of the time, but there's a point where you just feel like too much stuff is leaving your
Bro,
body.
just,
you know what I mean?
Just smoke some weed.
Like when you were vomiting
Have
up
sex
blood,
and
you're
do
like,
that.
okay,
Yeah,
there's
the
a
first-
point where this is like
Okay.
not okay anymore.
Yeah, there's a certain point where during the vomit, I'm just like, okay, it's like this is not uncomfortable anymore. It's just like stop.
Yeah,
Sort of like
this is
squatting,
wrong.
right? 800 feels better than 1,000 right now. So just stop where you get at. Next question.
It's actually the last question of the podcast.
Perfect.
Okay.
Wow.
You guys are all so brilliant on Instagram. I just want to say thank you so much for your insightful questions that really got to the matter and heart of things. And I hope we didn't waste Charlie's precious time where he could be eating or powerlifting right now.
He hates eating.
Yeah.
Moderately interested in powerlifting.
Yeah.
Infinity James 2.
Oh my God.
What?
Because that's his name.
Oh.
Infinity James 2.
Ooh.
Are you Infinity James 1?
Maybe.
Says, wouldn't Superman just atrophy very quickly as a result of an inability to produce enough stress to maintain his muscle? He seems to spend very little time anywhere near failure strength-wise. He probably exists at an RPE negative 99 at all times.
Technically, if you read All-Star Superman, there is a machine where he lifts, I believe it's 1 quintillion tons.
That's actually true.
Wow. Well, there you go, Infinity James, you dumb motherfucker.
So
you just didn't know enough
Superman-
comics. That was your problem.
Yeah, so clearly you didn't read All-Star Superman, where he flies into the sun actually supercharges him, but poisons him, and he completes, like, I think 10 milestones before his death. But he gets so powerful that he ends up just becoming incredibly strong, and he generates magnetic fields and all these new weird powers.
So he becomes 1/10 as strong as Vegeta normally is.
Yeah, it's actually a really good one. I know most people aren't into Superman, and I'm actually not into
Say no to
Superman
DC
that
Comics.
much.
Marco, shut your fucking mouth.
All-Star Superman, however, is an excellent graphic novel.
Does it have a movie?
It does. The movie doesn't do it justice, though. The movie is okay.
Big surprise.
The movie's
I
okay.
like Superman versus
It's
the
like
Elite.
it's like The Watchmen, right? Where it's like you can't cover all of The Watchmen, which is this like gigantic novel of really really dense stuff
Into one
like a
movie.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that Frank Miller?
Yes.
Yes, I have a favorite Watchmen character. Guess who it is?
Dr. Manhattan.
Rorschach.
The comedian.
It's
all a fucking joke.
The girl with a no.
No, she's fine as hell. It is Rorschach.
I like
For
Rorschach.
one line in the movie where he's in jail and
Oh.
he goes, let's get something straight. I'm not locked up in here with you. You're locked up in here with me. And everyone's like, fuck.
Can we just comment on like they really made Dr. Manhattan's dong big and floppy? Like it's flopping in the wind like at all times. They really went
It's
all out.
aerodynamically proper.
Like it's not like a homophobic thing, but I just remember like, man, you guys put a lot of effort into the dong animation.
Charlie, what
gotta
would
keep it
Dr.
real.
Chinatown's dong be like?
You wouldn't have one, right?
I'm sorry, Dr. Koreatown. Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
I'd like Dr. Manhattan actually, because he reminded me of Koreans.
He's an awesome character.
His
He had
stoicism
completely
just
apathy
transcends-
towards other human beings.
Okay. And on that note, I bid you all world peace and love and kindness and empathy.
Let's get a little wisdom going. One each quote of wisdom. Marcos, will start with you, then James, then Charlie, and I'll wrap this up. A little something. Give us a little wisdom, Marcos. Sprinkle a little bit.
Shit.
This is gonna be good. All the good quotes start like this.
You may have seen some, but you've never seen some like this. Wait till you see my... Never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's like a direct quote of a rap song, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mine's very to the point. Wear a condom.
Okay.
Always good advice.
No. The only
Oh
protection...
wow, we have some
I'm gonna change
disagreements.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. Here, do you want me to spice it up? I came in like a wrecking ball. How's that one?
The only protection you need is divine protection.
Ooh,
Namaste.
inshallah.
Tell your kids that shit.
Say perhaps to drugs.
That's pretty good. It's too much nuance, Charlie. Unbelievable. You're not McGruff the crime dog. That's who we were supposed to have
Dude,
on.
okay,
He
time
canceled on
out,
us.
time out. So I know we're running out of time, but in California, they have a massive Bring Back the Dare campaign going on. So there's
Fuck.
like people outside of the grocery stores that are trying to raise money for the Dare campaign. And I want to be like, statistically, this is one of the worst programs ever made.
You should have tried to score drugs off him.
It's
You're like,
actually,
you got that. Yeah,
they've
yeah.
actually shown
increase?
that it increased drug use in the demographics that it was targeted at. It's literally like a massive failure. And I want to
Every time you nerds talk about stats and stuff, everybody else is like, you know what? That's science. That's not real.
I grew
so
up
whatever.
with Dare. I grew up with
Me
that
too,
shit.
brother. Me too.
And it didn't make any sense to me. The police officer would come in and be like, "Don't do dope," and I'd be like, "What is dope?"
Yo, what is that shit?
I don't know
let me
if
get a
it's
little bit of that
pot
shit,
or
though,
crack
first.
or what. Now I need to
Certainly,
know.
it doesn't leave you with a good ability to buy drugs because if someone's like, "Hey man, I'm selling," you're like, "Do you have dope?" He's like, "Okay, that's not really a thing, man. It's just
It's
a
not on my
slang for
menu."
drugs." You're like, "Right, I want drugs." He's like, "Okay, you'll have to be much more specific."
We always had the officer who'd come in and he'd be like, "Don't do drugs,"
With a
and we'd be
little
like,
suitcase
"Have you
full of
killed
drugs?
someone?" And they'd be like, "I don't want to talk about that. Don't do drugs." And we're like, "Okay."
Have you
We
ever
just
used your gun
didn't
on
know
a dog?
Sweet. All right.
All words of wisdom.
Yeah.
Dr. Mike Israel.
I'll leave you guys with one of my favorite quotes of all time that I made for myself, and it will be on my gravestone if I die. Mortality is a sin, folks. We'll see you next time.